Hey, it's me, Jamdaman, and today I will be doing an episode on a Minecraft server. This will be the first of many to come, I hope. So, to start the series off, I have decided to do a tour of everything I've done so far. The main reason I'm doing the tour is because we are already halfway through a season. We have also had another season before this, but sadly I didn't record that, and I also didn't record the start of this one. So today will be a recap of everything I have done in this season, so I hope you would enjoy this, and I'm going to jump straight into it now. Okay, so I have now arrived at my base. So far it is not finished, so I probably will be working on this in future episodes, which will give me something to do. But if I give you a brief explanation of what this is going to be, then hopefully you can see the kind of base I'm going for. So what I've got so far is a big cave with water in the bottom. The main kind of inspiration was the back cave, so that's why the water's in the bottom. But the main idea this is going to be is a big energy source in that central area on a rocky island. That rocky island will then connect to each of these four sections with some sort of rope bridge. So if I briefly explain the sections, so this will be a nether portal room with small nether farms and a nether storage. Over here will be a storage system which can sort items into different categories automatically. I have no idea how they work, so I'll probably be getting someone else to make that for me, but it'll be cool when it's done. Next we will have a small farm area with sugarcane, melon, pumpkins, all the small micro farms that can be quite useful. And then the final section, which will be over here, will be a vault for all my diamonds, emeralds, gold, all the precious items, maybe some elytras in there as well. But yeah, so that's the idea I've had for my base. I probably will change it around a bit and probably either add more to it or simplify it a bit, because right now it's a bit ambitious for the amount of time before we start the new world, which will be at 1.17, but I'll see how much I can get done. There is a drowned down here. Might have to spawn proof this a bit more. But yeah, so the next thing I think I'm going to do is hop over to one of my other farms. Oh, it's nighttime. So I'm probably going to go to my raid farm. So I guess I'll hop on over there now. Okay, so I've arrived at the raid farm. It needs a bit of work doing to the actual design. It's mainly just meant to be efficient and spawn proof here on this platform, so none of the raiders spawn down here and end up killing me. But yeah, so it is a pretty efficient farm actually. If I pop down here to the storage, you will be able to see this. I think this was AFK'd for about an hour or two, and the emeralds that it drops are pretty good. It also drops totems, which I'm never going to run out of. There's more than enough in there. Redstone, useful, and the only other really useful one is gunpowder. However, this is not going to be my main source of gunpowder, as I will show later in the episode. Most of these weird drops just come from the witches, so I don't really use the, say, glass bottle, sugar, and glowstone. I just, every now and again, I'll grab some from here if I need some. But yeah, those drops aren't really that useful. The way it works is pretty simple actually. So at the bottom down here, if I can make my way down here, we have a villager, but all that's needed to class something as a village is a villager, a bed, and a torch. And those are all in this little area here, meaning that a raid can technically spawn, which is actually really good because then I don't need to make an actual house to class it as a village. But basically, when I fall down this chute here, which opens every so many ticks, I'll fall down, I'll get pushed across by this normally, unless it lags out, which it has done in the past. So that'll start the raid. When I'm then up here, what it does is I will be able to hit through this small gap here while stood on this. So I'll be hitting through here. That'll kill all the raiders, and when it finishes, which it should do now, it'll drop me down, reset the raid, push me back up, and then I'll be able to kill more raiders, which is a really smart way to do it. The pistons are there just to stop a evoker taking damage and spawning Vex, which just makes life a lot easier because the Vex can fly through walls, which will basically make the farm not AFKable, and then you won't be able to get as many drops as you get. So yeah, that's basically all of the raid farm. The beacon is there just for regen, because hard mode, if you run out of hunger, which you will do because you lose hunger when you keep hitting mobs. So the regen's there just to keep me alive when I AFK it. But yeah, that's basically everything at the raid farm. So let's pop on over to the next thing, and yeah. Okay, so the next farm I'm going to be showing off is a creeper farm. So first of all, I really like the room design, but if I just quickly, yes, just yes, I love the way that the creepers just fall, and the amount of them from this farm is just amazing. Like, if I look in any of these chests, they're probably all full, even the top ones as well. If I can reach, there we go. But these chests are only half the story. If I just look in any of these barrels, shulkers upon shulkers upon shulkers, like, the amount of gunpowder this farm produces is just amazing. It's slowed down. I think that's because someone else has come online. Yeah, and they'll be taking up the mob cap. But hopefully you saw it at first. It's starting to speed up again a bit, but when no one else is online, this thing just shoots out creepers. But yeah, so if I quickly hop into the overworld, I will show you how it works. Okay, so as you can see, the farm has been built in a perimeter, which I believe is 17 by 17 chunks. I'm not completely sure, but all I know is it took about 3 days to dig, and also claimed a lot of gear. I think I lost my stuff twice, and I don't know if you know, but getting stuff back in Minecraft that's fully enchanted, including netherite stuff, is an absolute pain. The amount of enchantments that you need to get, it's not fun. So dying twice just makes it even worse. But the perimeter took about 3 days. The farm itself took 2 days, I believe. So yeah, I guess I'll show you how it works. So basically, trapdoors are used on the roofs of all of these, as you can see there, because the only mobs that can spawn underneath trapdoors are creepers and spiders, as they have a slightly, well, creepers anyway, have a slightly smaller hitbox than say zombies and skeletons, which allows them to spawn underneath trapdoors. To get rid of the spiders, we use carpets, because spiders need a 2x3 area of unblocked blocks to spawn on. So using carpets to block off one of those just stops them from spawning, meaning that this farm only spawns 100% creepers, which boosts A, the efficiency, and B, it makes it less of a hassle to sort all the items out when they go into the storage system. So basically, it just makes it more efficient. The portals are there to reduce the mob cap quicker, because as soon as they run off the edge, they're pushed straight into a portal, freeing up the mob cap in the overworld, which will increase the rates by quite a bit. Not too much, but enough to notice a difference anyway. So when the creepers run off the platforms, they run off because of the cats. There are, I think it's 45 cats inside of this thing, on each platform. So as soon as the creeper sees the cat, it just runs straight off the edge, sees the trapdoors as full blocks, and just falls in the water, push through to the nether, and that's when they're dropped into the kill chamber that we saw a second ago. So yeah, that's the creeper farm. It is really efficient, and it is part of a plan that me and someone else are currently working on. So I will show you the second part of that plan, which is another farm, and it involves making these things. Okay, so I'm now at the second part of this project, which is indeed a sugarcane farm. So paper and gunpowder are the two ingredients for rockets. Sugarcane provides the paper, and gunpowder obviously comes from the creeper farm. So this is a Ilmango design, I believe. Sidecraft use it on their server, so you know it's going to be good when it's used on the Sidecraft server, because their farms are always over efficient than they need to be. But so far I think it's been AFK'd once. We have quite a bit of sugarcane. I am going to AFK it probably and get some more. And then we're going to set up a shop and sell rockets to earn some diamonds. Because who doesn't like diamonds? Diamonds are basically the form of currency on this server, so that's why diamonds are amazing, because you can either get diamond tools by making them with diamonds, but most people on here use villagers for that. But yeah, so basically the way this farm works is, if I pop back over here, this looks complicated, but when you understand it, it's pretty easy to understand. This is a hopper clock. Every, I think it's 8 minutes, this pulse extender will be set off, meaning that this will fire. So this first one will be set off, which pushes this slime block to the side. These slime blocks are then attached to this redstone block here, which will then push into this piston. That piston will then obviously fire, pushing this one, so on, so on, so on, so on. And at the end, they will all retract instantly, and then the second pulse will come through and destroy the sugarcane on the other sides. So it's pretty simple in the way it works, but the rates from this thing are pretty good. But yeah, so that's the plan for the rocket shop in the future, and where we will get all our paper and gunpowder from. So I guess I'm going to head over to the final farm, which I'm probably going to show before heading over to the shopping district. And that will be my gold farm, which gives an insane amount of levels, as you can probably tell by my XP bar at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to head over there now. So yeah, I'm at the gold farm now. In my opinion, it looks pretty mega. The amount of cobblestone and magma blocks. The magma blocks are a pain to get. The cobble, not so much. I used most of the stuff I got from digging my hole out for my base. But basically, it's just you attack one of the pigmen, they stay angry at you because of the ones on the edge. They decide that they want to run off the edge and die. Don't ask me. They're the ones deciding why they want to run off the edge and die. But I'm happy about it. I get XP and drops. But basically, they'll fall down, die on those trapdoors down there, and their drops will then be pushed towards the middle. Which, as you can see, I didn't stand on that for a while, and then I just get flooded with XP. The XP just gets moved up by these slime block launchers, which I think is a really, really cool of moving XP actually. But the drops are also collected by hopper minecarts underneath these ice paths down here. But yeah, that's basically the way that this works. Overnight, I can probably get about 500 to 700 levels. If I sat here overnight. It doesn't do the best on gold. If I turn this off and pop down to the gold storage now, I will show you how much gold is in there at this moment. It should be turning off now. There we go. I do need to clean up this top area. There's shulkers with a bunch of random bugs in here, but so if I pop down here quickly. Oh, just fly back up there. So if I look in this chest, this collects gold ingots, and all these collect the nuggets, which I will turn into ingots at some point. I think this one's nearly full, so that's almost 15 double chests. Probably. So they'll probably turn into about 8 stacks of gold blocks in the end, which is alright for a overnight session. But yeah, so that's the gold farm. I think that's all the farms I'm going to show. I do have a couple more smaller ones, but there's no point showing them. I'll end up showing them at some point probably. But now, for the final part, I'm probably going to head over to the shopping district and show off a couple of my shops and a couple of the shops that I use most. So I'm going to head over there now, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're back where we started now, at the shopping district. I'm getting it just as it's turning night, and I think this bank behind me looks absolutely amazing at night, so I'll probably come back to it in a bit and you can see it properly lit up. But for now, I will show off a couple of my favourite shops and some that I own. But there's too many for me to go through all of them. I'd be here for about an hour. So this one, simple Trident shop, Riptide, Loyalty, both of them. So they're always useful. I do have a Trident myself. That's the Teeth shop. It just has quartz in those dispensers there. Bacon and beacons. You can either buy beacons, or over here you can buy bacon. I don't eat the bacon. I have golden carrots, which is a way better food source in my opinion. So McDonald's that, I don't know, it's just been sat there for a while. One of the most useful shops is the book shop, where you can get all the enchanted books you need for a diamond each. So yeah, mending, unbreaking, any book you can think of, it's probably in there. The banana balloon, sorry, I keep getting confused with that. Sells golden carrots, which is obviously the better food source. Like, who actually likes bacon in Minecraft? Obviously golden carrots are the way to go. Next up, end shop. Shulker boxes, elytras, small pieces of armor with not the best enchantments, some better than others. If I then hop down here, we have the totem shop. Obviously selling totems. This is one that I own, as I have that mega raid farm, which gives me more than enough totems. That's the crane. It sells stones, andesites, iron, gold. That's the random shop. It sells droppers full of random items. And probably the last one I'm going to stop at is the Wheel of Fortune. I do own this one, but why not? I'll give it a shot, even though I do own it. If I put my valuable box down, take out a diamond, put it in here, and press the button. Let's see what. Okay, so I got 2 emerald blocks. Hopefully. There we go. I have more than enough emeralds, so they're really no use to me, but like I said, that was just to show off what it does. So yeah, the final thing I am going to show is the bank. I think someone did sleep in the end, so I can't show you it lit up at night, but basically the idea of this is we store all our diamond blocks for the shopping district in here. There are more in a secured vault that isn't left out in the open of the shopping district, which anyone can steal them, which has happened too many times. We have the bank executive's office and also some mailboxes back here. I don't think I have anything. Oh. They said it right. Thank you. That's just an inside joke. But yeah, so that's basically a tour of everything I've done and some of the other people on the server have done. So I'm probably gonna end the episode here. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.